Here with men's basketball head coach Ben Miller after a pretty big 79-69 win over Wingate tonight. Wingate comes in undefeated. You guys down early in this one, but you're able to come back and prevail.
Yeah, they're a very good basketball team. They very well coached, very talented. They're short one, maybe two players right now with injuries, but they still have a lot of depth. So we felt really good about the win. We had to play well. I knew coming, it was one of those games you have to play well to have a chance. And, you know, they got us down early. Our defense, I didn't think was very good in the first half, giving up too much penetration, and that hurt us on the backboards. But the second half, we guarded the ball a little bit better, and that makes everything look better. You usually don't give up as many open shots, and helped us on the backboards.
We talked before we got on camera that you had led 8-0 early in this game, then went down 26-14, got a pretty big run. Brandon Winford scored a lot of points in that run. He finishes the night with a career-high 24 points on 9 of 11 shooting. Talk about his performance tonight.
Yeah, we need him to be aggressive. He's a very cerebral player. Sometimes he will defer and make the extra pass, where we need him to look to score, because he can really score in the paint or even facing up. And he got some big time. He didn't have a lot of rebounds, but he got some big ones. But he had some really big buckets. And, you know, we need him to be aggressive, and, you know, he's got a chance to have an exceptional year.
Let's talk about another player on the box score tonight. Ben Jacobs, 17 points, 12 rebounds. It's his 8th career double-double, but he also added 4 blocks, a steal, and 2 assists. I mean, you got to be pretty happy with his performance.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. I mean, hasn't been 100% physically, you know, going back to this summer. But he's really done a good job with his rehab. You know, our training staff, Joey Tamburo and his crew have done a great job of trying to keep him healthy. I wouldn't say healthy, but just trying to keep him as healthy as possible. But Ben's worked really hard, and he's getting more. He hadn't gotten a lot of reps in practice. You know, he missed the first early part of practice, but he's starting to get in rhythm and play better and better.
Let's talk about something you pride this team on is rebounding. Wingate comes into tonight rebounding 4 of their first 5 opponents, but you were able to out-rebound them 44-39 tonight. You guys worked hard inside.
Yeah, it felt like we were down in the rebound battle the whole game, like you said, until late, where we did get some big ones where we needed them. But again, I give them credit, because when they penetrate, it forces so much help. So when shot goes up, it's harder to get your blockout assignments. But as we guarded the ball better, and we're able to stay with our man more, it's easier to block out. And, you know, we were able to get some second shots at the offensive end. I guess Jacobs had 5, and Cody Hughes had 7 rebounds. So that was also him, along with Watts having 9, was, you know, those were big contributions.
Well, in this season of giving, Coach, it doesn't get any easier for you. You're going to learn a lot about your team over the next 3 games. Coming into tonight, Fayetteville State Wednesday, Lander Saturday, and Mount Olive on the 15th. Combined 29-2 coming in tonight. You're going to learn a lot about your team over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Fayetteville State's got a great team. You know, they play extremely hard. They got very good balance, and I think they haven't lost since they came in here. I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row. They're playing really well, and I think they've got a great team. It'll be a great rivalry game. You know, but we have a lot of respect for them and how hard they play and how talented they are. And Coach Key does a great job. So it'll be a fun matchup, a tough game.